This video series is brought to you by the ASU Writing Center within Academic Support Network. Thank you for joining me as we discuss part 1 of tips for presentations. This video, our first in the series, will discuss planning your presentation. Let's get started. The first thing you need to do when planning a presentation is consider the circumstances under which you'll be presenting. Different circumstances for your presentation can greatly affect the structure, so you'll want to consider them when you brainstorm and plan. The first thing to consider is the audience. You'll want to ask yourself, who is your audience? What is their background knowledge? And what do they care about? You'll also want to consider the setting. You'll want to know, where are you presenting? How many people will be there? And is interaction possible? The third circumstance to consider is modality. Are you presenting in person or online? Will you be visible? You'll also need to consider the time frame for your presentation. How long do you have to present? Will you have time to share stories or examples? And finally, you need to consider what your goal is. You want to ask yourself, what are you hoping to provide your audience? What would you like them to do differently because of your presentation? A thorough examination of these circumstances will help you start to determine an outline for your presentation. You may wonder why you'd want to create an outline for your presentation. Well, just like a paper, your presentation needs to have a clear structure. Like a paper, your presentation will need 3 main sections: your introduction, body, and conclusion. Between these 3 sections, there will be some repetition of key ideas, which helps them remain memorable. You will also need strong transitions between the 3 sections. Remember, your message and the connections between your section have to remain clear for your audience. Finally, in addition to structure, you will want to plan for your presentation to make an impact. The following questions, who cares and so what, should have clear answers for your audience throughout your presentation. When thinking about who cares, you'll want to know who will be affected by and/or interested in your topic. Answering this question allows you to identify the proper audience for your presentation or how to get your audience invested in the topic. When considering so what, you'll want to know, what is the significance of your topic? Why does it matter? Answering these questions allows you to focus on the potential implications of your content for your audience. To ensure you do reach your audience, it is important to consider how you can utilize rhetorical appeals to persuade your audience. The appeals to consider are ethos, pathos, and logos. Ethos is a speaker's credibility. You can build this by presenting background knowledge about the topic and research. Pathos is an appeal to your audience's emotions. You can build this by presenting anecdotes, real-life images, analogies, metaphors, etc. Logos is an appeal to your audience's sense of logic. You can use this appeal by incorporating facts, statistics, research, etc. A strong speech should apply these ideas with intention and purpose. In some cases, you will need all 3, but in others, it may not make sense to have all 3. Again, you will want to consider your audience and purpose when determining what will be necessary. Once you have some ideas out, your structure, the impact you want to have, and your rhetorical appeals, you can start to craft an outline of your presentation. Consider, how will you cover your main points? What order is best? Where are you presenting evidence? And how will you transition between these sections? If you have questions about anything we covered in this video, our online study hub is a great place to post questions and get a tutor or peer response. If you would like to continue preparing for your upcoming presentation, see this worksheet that helps you write out specifics for each step in this process. which can be found at the bottom link. Thank you for joining us to discuss planning your presentation, and we hope to see you in our next segment, combining written and visual communication. Thank you.